My students, today we will be discussing on digital presentation intermediate unit 5. Okay, so before going into the lesson, at first we have to know about the presentation. What is presentation? Actually, presentation is a process of providing information to the group of people. So it includes movie and audio clips, transition, animation, okay, as a source of information for the organization, professionals and students, which help them in activities such as decision making, planning, knowledge sharing and information analysis. The presentation created in MS PowerPoint 2010 can include the features such as tables, charts, movie and audio clips, transition effects and animations. Okay, so at first we will be learning about how to insert a movie clip. Actually, movie clip is the shorter segment of the video which helps to emphasize certain points in the presentation and make it more effective and efficient. So we can add video clips to the presentation from various sources. For example, we can add sound in the files which we download from the internet, CDs, DVDs. Okay. So MS PowerPoint 2010 supports the following file formats for movie clip. Adobe Flash Media extension is the .swf. Next one is Windows Media extension is .asf. Next one is Windows Video extension is .avi. Next one is very popular movie .mpg or .mpeg. Okay. Next one is Windows Media Video .wmv. Okay. So all these extensions are there. So if you want to insert the movie clip, okay, so you have to choose insert video dialog box, okay, as shown in this figure. Okay, so it is the insert video dialog box. So we can access this dialog box by clicking the down arrow of the video button under the media group, okay, got it, of the insert tab, and then select the video from the file option. Okay, got it. Next one is inserting an audio clip. So sound makes a great impact and add a realistic feature to the presentation as it attracts the viewer's attention. So when we want to focus on any important point in our presentation, we can add a sound effect to alert the users on that specific point. Now we will be learning about the audio clip file formats, okay, supported by the MS PowerPoint 2010. At first, AIFF audio extension is .aiff. Next one, AU audio extension is .au. Next one is MIDI extension is .mid or .midi. Next one is very popular MP3 extension is .mp3. Next one is Windows Audio extension is .wv, and next is Windows Media Audio .wma. Okay, so we can insert the audio clip in the presentation from the insert audio dialog box as shown in this figure. So we can insert the audio clip in the presentation from the insert audio dialog box as shown in this figure. So it is the insert audio dialog box. Okay, so we can access this dialog box by clicking the down arrow of the audio button under the media group of the insert tab and then select the audio from file option. Okay, next one is working with tables. We already know that a table is a grid of cells or combination of cells created by the intersections of the corresponding rows and columns. Okay, so table is used for variety of tasks from presenting numerical data to creating unique layouts. So we can insert a table in a presentation by using the insert table dialog box. Here is the insert table dialog box. So we can access this dialog box just clicking the table and then insert table option from the insert tab. Okay. Next one is formatting a table. At first we have to know what is formatting. We know formatting refers to the appearance and arrangement of the text in the presentation. Okay. So we can change the appearance of a table by changing the border and color of the cells. Okay, you may highlight the table by applying color, increasing its size or underline it. So we can format a table by using the design and layout tab of the table tools contextual tab as shown in this figure. Okay, so under the design tab we are having all this group. Okay, now working with charts. So charts are an effective and efficient way of representing data in the graphical form, we know. So a chart can also be used to represent the tabular numeric data in business and organizations to make the presentation attractive and beneficial for the largest audience. Okay, so we can add a chart in the presentation from the insert chart dialog box. Okay, so it is the insert chart dialog box. So we can add a chart in the presentation from the insert chart dialog box as shown here. So we can access this dialog box by just clicking the chart button, and then here is the chart button under the illustration group, okay, of the insert tab. Okay, so at first click on the insert tab, then chart button, okay, under the illustration group. Next one is how to insert transition. Actually, transition is a special effect that is about how one slide moves to another slide in the presentation and define a way in which slides appear during a slideshow. So we can insert sound, manage the speed, and even modify the properties of the transition effects. So it helps the presenter to better present the message by adding professional look and grab attention to specific important slides of the presentation. Okay, so MS PowerPoint here provides various types of transition effects such as fade and dissolve and other. So we can select the desired transition. So you have to select first transition tab, and under the transition tab all the groups are available here: subtle, okay, dynamic content. Here you can select the desired transition from the drop down list, which will be accessed by just clicking the more button under the transition to this slide group of the transition tab, okay, as shown in this figure. Got it? Next one is inserting animation. So we know animation refers to the process of creating a visual illusion of movement by quickly changing text matter or images in a sequence. Okay. So in PowerPoint, animation effects are used to move objects and also to specify how the objects should appear during a slideshow. Okay. So we can select desired animation from the drop down list, which will be accessed by just clicking the more button, okay, under the animation group of the animation tab as shown in this figure. Okay. Now grouping objects in a slide. In a PowerPoint, grouping the objects allows us to group two or more PowerPoint objects into a single grouped object so that we can move them easily in a slide. Okay, so we can also control the attributes of all these objects in a group at one time, such as adding a shape fill or effect or an effect to a picture. So we can group objects by clicking the group under group option from the drop down list, which will be accessed by clicking the down arrow of the group button. Here is the group button, okay, under the arrange group of the format tab here as shown in this figure. Okay. Next one is inserting speaker notes. in PowerPoint, speaker notes provide us the ability to add notes to the presentation slides as a reminder and reference. Okay, so during the presentation, the speaker notes are hidden from the viewers and are visible only to the presenter. Okay, so here the notes pane is used as a reserved space to store speaker notes and extra information, and it appears below each slide. Okay, so there are two methods to insert speaker notes in the slides. Okay, so in the first method, we can insert speaker notes in slides by clicking the click to add notes. Okay, here it is. Okay, as in showing is in this figure. Okay, and in the second method, we can do it by just clicking the notes page button. Here is the notes page button under the presentation views group of the view tab, and type your speaker notes in the text box as in shown in this figure. Okay, next one is reviewing content. Actually, reviewing the content of the presentation allows the presenter to catch errors in the content and fix the other aspects such as colors, animations, transitions and design of the slide if required. Okay, so it is the responsibility for the presenter to check the content manually on each and every slide before delivering the presentation to the audience. Okay, so there are some points to review the content in the presentation. They are as follows. Okay, so know the topic first, then use key phrases about your topic, avoid too much text on each slide, limit the number of slides, plan the layout of your slide, avoid fancy fonts, use contrasting colors for text and background, use a slide design template to keep your presentation look consistent, and use animation and transitions. Okay, so keep in mind all this. Next one is preparing to deliver a presentation. Okay, so in PowerPoint, after creating the presentation, we can customize the slides to be delivered in the presentation using setup slideshow option from the setup group present in the slideshow tab. Okay, so the setup show dialog box appears. It is the setup show dialog box. Okay, so we can click slideshow, so we can click slideshow tab, then under the setup group just select setup slideshow option. Okay, so the option in the setup show dialog box are presented by a speaker. It is used the presentation is to be delivered by a speaker. Okay, browsed by an individual. It is used when the presentation is to be viewed by an individual. Okay, next one is loop continuously until escape. So all the points, all the options under the setup show dialog box are here. Okay, show without narration, show without animation, show slides. Okay, last one is session 11, print a presentation. Okay, so printing is one of the most important features of MS Word, MS Excel and MS PowerPoint also. So PowerPoint presentation can be printed in various ways such as slides, speaker notes, handouts or an outline. Okay, as shown in this figure, as shown in this figure. Okay, all the print layouts are available here. So we can access this ways by clicking file, then click on print. Okay, got it? So watch the video very carefully and do on your computer. Okay, thank you.